Here again with another video, and this video is going to be kind of showing off, I guess you can say, my collection, my setup, if you will. And I was kind of inspired to do this video by Donald Rock's video that he posted not too long ago about his setup and collection. And I did one of these videos, I want to say back around March, and I did it as a video response to Mean Mr. Mayo. And I can say that, I think it's about time that I probably did another one of these anyway. And I've been kind of wanting to do one of these, another one anyway, because I think I've gotten a lot more organized since the last time. I've gotten some more shelves and stuff since March. If you watch the video I did in March, I had a bunch of albums just kind of all over the place, and I still have a lot of work to do to get them organized, and I don't have anything in alphabetical order. I don't have anything in any sort of order, but I am getting a little bit better, and I want to stop talking, and I'm just going to show a closer look at my setup and my collection, and we're going to go from there. So let's take a look at the shelves and the albums and whatnot. And here is the my main shelf, and I talked about this in the last video I did in March. And this shelf in particular, me and my grandpa actually handmade. We built it ourselves. When I say we built it ourselves, I mean he did pretty much most of the work, because I am not a handyman at all. And yeah, he pretty much did. If he didn't help me and pretty much do all of it, this shelf would not be a shelf. But yeah, taking a closer look, it's like I think it's 6 shelves long. It's pretty massive, but it's a pretty good shelf. I really don't have anything in too great of order on this shelf. I have all my Doors albums grouped together and all my David Bowie albums grouped together, and they're in no specific order from like release dates or anything, but they are all grouped together. And at the end I have all my Turtles albums, Motorhead 45. Then back here I have somewhat stuff in order. This is like Bob Dylan. Then we have John Lennon solo stuff, Ringo Starr, Black Sabbath, and it's like more John Lennon solo stuff. So like nothing is really, I have to get definitely a lot of stuff in order. But yeah, we have like some Paul McCartney solo stuff right here. And then we just have a bunch of random stuff after that. This third shelf, it's just a lot of random stuff. It's got some Alice Cooper, some Tom Petty down here. And then the fourth shelf, it's just, I have to organize a lot of this stuff, but it's definitely a process. I have a lot of my Kiss albums and stuff down here. At the bottom shelf, I don't even have any records. The bottom shelf, I have Laserdisc, which is something else that I like to collect. I can do a whole video on Laserdisc. I think they're really, really cool. It's like it's kind of like albums too, with like the artwork and stuff. It's a lot, I think, a lot cooler than like the Blu-ray and DVDs. But that's for another video. But yeah, this is the first shelf. This is not all my albums. Try to get a closer look here. I don't really have anything worthwhile on the top of it, just a bunch of like hoopla, if that's the word you could use. And here is the second shelf. See a little bit. I'm actually going to turn the light on here real quick. Maybe get a better look. I still have some albums on the floor. Like these are newer ones I still have to put up that I showed off in recent videos, and then some various ones down here. And these ones are a little bit more organized than the shelf I just previously showed you. Like right here, I have all my Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, like all the Grateful Dead related things, going all the way to here. And then we have Eric Burdon and the Animals. This is stuff with the Animals and solo stuff, going all the way from there. Then we have Roger Waters, David Gilmour, Zombies. And we have Pink Floyd. Then we have a couple of random stuff right here. You can see Lawn Boy fish. And then I have all my Frank Zappas and the Mothers of Invention. Then a couple of various things like Damn Yankees and the one, not the Nabworth, the album. The second shelf, I have Neil Young starting it off, and then it goes into the Who. And I have Who from, like, well, there's an Allman Brothers Band album right there too, randomly, but the Who all the way to Led Zeppelin. Then Led Zeppelin goes into the Beatles, and all the Beatles albums that I have go from here all the way to right there. Then after that I have Jimi Hendrix. Then I have one random Queen album right there. At the bottom shelf I have, this one's probably not as, I have Blues Magoo starting it out, some Guns N' Roses, Janis Joplin, and then from here all the way to this Metallica album is the Rolling Stones. Then we have some Metallica, Motorhead, Warren Zevon, Megadeth, and Smashing Pumpkins and Rage Against the Machine. Some 90s stuff to end that off. But these actually are actually come in handy too, and actually recommend these things, and they're actually really nice. You can get them at Menards. I believe they're $19.99. And you can stack them up and stuff. They're like stackable crates, so you can make shelves and stuff out of them. I actually have 3 of them here. And they're really nifty, honestly, if you don't want to build a shelf. Then over here, I have several cassettes, and they're all double stacked. I have a ton of cassettes. Just kind of various artists. They go all the way down through the bottom. Yeah, that's really all the music stuff I have. The rest of the stuff's just like video games and stuff that I need to do stuff with. And there you have it, a little closer look at my collection and my setup. This shelf right here, going into the details on the shelves a little bit, like I said in my previous video, if you've even watched that one way back in March, my grandpa and myself built this. But he did, like I said, he's pretty much did like 99% of it. He did pretty much all the cutting, all the screwing, and I did screw the back on. There's a bunch of holes in the back if you actually look closer from me just missing. But that was pretty much all him. I pretty much just had the idea. But yeah, it's a pretty good shelf. I need to get this one organized a little bit better. As for the shelves over there, which you can't see in the camera view, those ones, I definitely recommend getting those ones if you want like just a crate or a shelf, because they're pretty good. They are actually pretty solid shelves, and I think they're called Stack Cubes with a K. And you can get them at Menards, and I believe they're $19.99, and they have different sizes, and of course like the smaller sizes or cheaper. But those ones are pretty nice, and they hold a decent amount of albums. I definitely do recommend. It's definitely a nice alternative than buying wood and cutting it and making one yourself. But I mean, unfortunately for me, the easiest thing would probably just go to IKEA and buy a shelf. I can put it together, but unfortunately for me, like the closest IKEA store is like in Ohio or Chicago, so I'm not gonna drive like 2 hours out of my way to get a shelf, unfortunately. But the Stack Cubes, they do work. They do work great. I've never had a problem. They're really easy to assemble, so I do recommend those ones. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Just a little closer look at my collection, and I hope, well, hopefully have another video up soon. I've already got actually a couple of albums to show for my next Final Finds. But thanks again, guys, for watching.